What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Reddit News and Reviews with the Half Cent team. My name's Gabe, and today's topics we'll be talking about mini uniques and their rarity, the removal of Dr. Doom speech bubbles in the beginning of raids, and people are asking for the reinstatement of a long forgotten thing called the Gold Blitz. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, our first topic today comes from user Raptor815. He says that G13 Uniques are still way too hard to farm, especially considering all of the other bottlenecks that are occurring in this game. I would have to agree. You know, you can find G14 and G15 at reasonable prices in the War Store. However, G13 prices in the War Store just seem exponentially out of whack, and you can't really find them anywhere else in the game. And this has been a big bottleneck for a lot of players, especially the newer players. They're trying to make their way into DD2 and they just don't have enough uniques to bring up all the characters that they would need to be able to compete fairly. This has been a big headache for a long time in the game. Uniques have been the same rarity or same hard to obtain level as they have been for most of this game. You know, with the increase in top tier levels, because there's Gear 15, with increase in gold requirements, there's too many bottlenecks already. You know, give us a easier way for the higher level players to get the uniques that they need so they can continue on with their Dark Dimension runs. That's going to be the first topic, and really all I got to say about that. So moving on, second topic of the day comes from the user Duxicon. He is saying that players are calling for the removal of Doom bubbles in the beginning of raids. And this is something that our team made a video on a while back, a month plus. And it's, you know, the Doom bubbles serve no purpose. They're not there for anything more than flair. It's just supposed to be a fun little part of the game. Well, that part of the game is no longer fun when it's taking up valuable time of already hard to beat raids. Let's say you get wrapped up, you click on the bubbles and you're actually reading them instead of just scrolling past them or clicking through them like most of us do now. And you're already lost 40 seconds, 50 seconds out of the only 5 allotted minutes you get in the first place. And now you have a much harder time trying to complete this raid. Players have been calling for the removal of these bubbles since they were introduced way back when. I would like to see them removed as well, or at least, and here's my suggestion for the day on this topic, Scopely, make them skippable by players who have already achieved their rank in that raid. Make it so you can turn it off in the settings. Just give us an option to not have to put up with this when it's not doing anything for us. It's really just taking up our time, and we are already investing so much time in this game. That's an opinion of Reddit, and that's my opinion on that opinion. Moving on. Topic number 3. Now, this topic comes from user SauceDog88. Nice name. This topic is people are asking for the reinstatement of what is known as the Gold Blitz. Now, me, myself, I don't know what this is. I don't know what a Gold Blitz is. And frankly, taking a poll from most of the current players of MSF, a lot of people don't even remember what these are. Apparently, these were around way back in the day before Scopely and ScopelNext bought MSF. I can't tell you much more about that other than what I can, because I can't find anything about it. You know, Scopely doesn't have anything on their website about it. So, from my understanding, gold blitzes are a way to earn not only gold, but gold orb fragments. And I think this would fix multiple parts of the game. You know, gold has been a big bottleneck in this game for as long as I've been playing it. It's fairly easy to get past at earlier levels, but now that I'm at later levels, you know, I started off this week with 40 gold orb pulls and $4 million in the bank, and now I have 548,000 gold left, and I have no gold orbs. I've used them all trying to bring everybody up for my DD4 run. So gold is something that we should be getting past as higher level players as such a bottleneck, because it's at this point not making as much sense as it should. Now, like I said, this Gold Blitz would be a good answer to a multitude of things, because if you think about it, if you give the higher ranked players and the higher level players a blitz other than the character blitz to focus on, especially something that they really need, such as gold, most of the higher level players would be focusing on so-called gold blitz. And then the lower ranked players, lower level players, would actually have the chance to compete in blitzes and get a good enough score to actually attain the character shards that they need. Because as it stands right now, any higher ranked player with all their save teams maxed out, or sorry, not save teams maxed out, but all of their save team slots used, will automatically achieve a higher blitz rank than any other one of the lower ranked players who actually has to go through and blitz themselves. And they only have a relatively small number of teams to actually pick from. So a gold blitz would be a perfect addition. You know, separate it so now the higher ranked players get something that they actually need, and now the lower ranked players can actually compete for something they need. I don't see a downside to bringing back the gold blitz. But hey, that's just my opinion. That was our episode of Reddit News and Reviews with the Half-Cent team. Thank you for tuning in, and hope to see you again for more Reddit topics. Thanks.